Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. There was a little delay because of the internet connection was cut off. Continue the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Naren was singing, that song got completed. The next song begins, is continuing. With beaming face, chant the sweet name of God, till in your heart the nectar overflows. The plan of nature is evolution of the jiva. The universe, all things exist here to be utilized by man. He has been endowed with the intelligence to utilize the resources he has and all the faculties that have been endowed by the nature to him, to utilize all that and walk on the path of evolution from animalhood to the divinehood, passing through the humanhood. This is the plan of nature. Human life has a special call of nature, and all other species other than human are not possessing the intellect and the ego that is necessary. They do not fall in the world full of karma except they work out the past karmas. New karmas are not formed because the absence of intellect and ego. Man has been endowed with the intellect, buddhi, and the buddhi, from buddhi emerges the ego. I am the doer. Ego has the three aspects: doership, enjoyership, and knowership. Kartritva, bhoktritva, and jnatritva are there in ego. With this ego, we have to destroy the base self which seeks worldly enjoyments. All legitimate enjoyments are permitted for a householder and never for a sannyasi, because he renounces the world in all its aspects except the service unto the living beings and taking care of nature. Except that, all other enjoyments he renounces, but householder, all legitimate enjoyments, eating, moving, going here, there, all are permitted. Never adharma and anyaya. Nature will not tolerate. Everyone has to face their own karmas. Inevitably, nobody comes to. Somebody may instigate, it is his karma. I may do certain things, it is my karma. And whatever karma I do, good or bad, I alone have to face this. So we have to, the two are placed in front of us, the Shreyas and the Preyas. What is dear to us and what is good for us. The natural tendency of mind is to run towards lower side of the life. Water, flows from higher altitudes to the lower altitudes. Like that, our mind also. What is that song? ಕೆಳಗಿಳಿದು ಹರಿಯುವುದೇ ಜಲದ ನಿಜ ಗುಣವಯ್ಯ. ನಲಿ ನಲಿದು. Previous line? No, second, third paragraph. ಜಲದ ಓಲು ನಮ್ಮ ಮನ ಕೆಳಮುಖವು ಚಂಚಲವು ನಲಿ ನಲಿದು ಹರಿಯುವುದು ವಿಷಯಮಲ ಸುಖದೆಡೆಗೆ ಜಲಜಾಕ್ಷ ಕೃಪೆಯಿಂದ ಒಲಿದೆಮ್ಮ ಬಾಳ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಜಲಮೂರ್ತಿ ಮೇಲೆತ್ತಿ ಸಲಹಯ್ಯ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. The natural tendency, why do we say nature never instigates? But nature has a law, the law of cause and effect. The momentum that we gain in running after the world drives us from within, again and again towards the enjoyments of the world. And nature doesn't tolerate. Whatever you try to hold in this world will start giving you pain and put you in great bondages that you cannot come out. It's very difficult to come out. So, after repeated running lives after lives behind the world, he gets exhausted, tired. Where is the real happiness? Where is the real peace? Where is that real bliss which is never taken away from me? Where is the freedom? So, he sees himself in the prison house of nature. He wants to transcend the nature and go beyond. And yesterday we saw we have 3 channels that links us to the divine, like bridge, which we can utilize to go, transcend and go beyond. The heart, love, the intellect, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, and then the speech, mantra, vak, para pashyanti madhyama vaikhari. From vaikhari we go back to para and reach the pure consciousness, Shuddha Chaitanya. So this is the whole thing. When we see here, from the transcendental realm, what comes out in our heart, we call it love. Love is something which is, when I went to West, almost all children's book and wherever they write, even in the ground, street, they write a heart. Usually, commonly we see, I was surprised, what a cheap thing they have thought of love. The physical love, physical emotions and feelings, they attribute to love. Love is transcendental, where bodily existence doesn't come into picture. When body is involved, it is no more love. It's a business. It's an enjoyment. It is something despicable that you don't entertain that. Love is where the whole bodily existence dissolves. Love is something that takes you to pure spiritual existence from the bodily existence, where he doesn't see any duality anywhere. It is Ekarasa. And we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Madhvacharya, Shankaracharya, all these acharyas, Vallabhacharya, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all these people came and milked that pure love from the transcendental realm, made to be tasted, gave its taste to all people, whoever was there. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to go in ecstatic state, the ecstatic state of love, why we say ecstatic state is, there is no awareness of one's own bodily existence. And when it becomes intense and deep, he enters into a state where body cannot move anymore. The body either stands still or sits up. There is one incident, maybe contrived, or maybe something, or maybe in Bhagavata or so, I don't know, but there is a story. Krishna and Radha's night, late in the night, maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, Radha is running, flute of Krishna is being played, and an old man comes out to answer the nature's call and sees somebody running. Eye in eye, he sees, who is that? Radha is running. Oh, this flute sound he hears after seeing Radha. And then goes behind her. Chase, what will happen? Where she will go? What will happen? Goes. She's running in that moonlit night. And there, after a kilometer or two or more, she sees that Krishna is sitting on a rock. The rock is about 15-20 feet. Radha sees. And then she runs. That old man will see. He goes up to, then she just goes to the rock, holds the rock, and slowly slides down and keeps her head on the rock and sitting. And that old man is waiting, whether Krishna is going to come down or what happens. It becomes slowly daytime. Night has gone away, birds are chirping, Krishna's flute is going on. He never saw, the two bodies only he could see. They have already joined each other. Love is transcendental. Spirit meets spirit, not body to body. That's why any saint, whenever he is in ecstasy, his body becomes still. Body doesn't get involved in the love at all. Body and mind, just like we leave our slippers when we enter house or temple, especially temple, we leave the slippers outside and enter. Like that, we leave the body and mind, which is related to this world, and enter the higher states of consciousness. You cannot enter into higher state of consciousness, even lower states of consciousness like dream and deep sleep. There also you cannot take this body, physical body. You have to live here and enter into sleep. Totally disconnect from this body. And what to speak of higher planes of existence, higher levels of consciousness, you can never think of. So, how to forget this body in love of God? How intensely when Master Mahasaya M comes first to Thakur, he wonders, is such a, after seeing him in Samadhi, he thinks, is it possible for a man in thought of God to forget the body entirely? How much pure must be his inner self? How much deep must be his love? How much of wisdom and knowledge he must be possessing that he forgets the body and mind, external whole thing, world disappears from his awareness. That's what we see, we seek, and that is the ultimate state is love of God, where the jiva expands to the ultimate and dissolves there. When we shrink in sleep, we go to a point and expand inward. The individual consciousness expands and joins the universal consciousness. Similarly, while going outward, we expand to the infinite, transcend the universe, the cosmic existence, and go beyond and reach the Absolute. Whatever way you realize God, whatever way, path you take up, you transcend the nature. Nature can no more bind you. Nothing can tempt you, nothing can shake you. You are in the ocean of bliss as bliss. What more do you want? For a drop of that joy in the world, for that one grain of joy as sense pleasure, man hankers, runs here, there like mad person, and ocean of bliss is within him. So the whole thing is, how do you transcend your own limitations? The inner layers are filled with various aspects of nature, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, ahankara, and then raga, dvesha. All these are there. You have to transcend all these. It's a challenge. It is many people show off their education, show off their wealth, show off their bodily structure, their strength, Olympics, this, that. What is the use? Where is that man who can conquer himself? Inner conquest, most difficult and impossible. If he has conquered himself, he has conquered the whole world. Otherwise, a few days glory and then everything is lost. Any spiritual, scriptural book you read, they tell about this. Whatever you achieve in this world is perishable. You see, Lata Mangeshkar, such a beautiful singer, could no more sing. A throat will go away, old age will come. Fine wrestlers, 4 people are needed to make them walk. Old age does come. All glory will go away. Now he cannot stand one blow. He used to face hundreds of people. Now he cannot bear a single blow. That day will come. All the glory, all the achievements, everything is perishable. Seek the imperishable and manifest that love. We saw day before yesterday the stages of love, from the narcissistic stage, how the school days, college days, then how the love gets transformed to the opposite gender, then parental love, matured state of parental love, then it expands further to become universal love, to love all without any expectation, without any demands. Unconditional love for all. How it expands, then finally divine love, where he himself dissolves. No more. That love where I am no more. The object of love alone remains. I become one with it. It is like river flowing and entering into ocean. Nama Rupe Vihaya. The river gives up its name and form, and when it enters the ocean, becomes one with the ocean. This Jivatman ultimately, when we say love of God, it has two meanings. Love of man for God is also called love of God. God's love for man is also called love of God. Love of God, especially in Indian language, English. Both are, same word is used, love of God. So this love of God, whether it is from God's love, and we don't know how to love. God makes us love by giving little by little support. He extends, make us, you see, when a thing, some person was imprisoned at the top of one, I don't know, historic incident, top of a killa, fort, could see outside. How to throw a rope or something, he has to get down and come, he or she, I don't remember. What they do, one small beetle, they put the honey to its sensors and then tie a thin silk thread, and it starts moving up. It smells forward. And then it starts climbing straight to that room. That silk thread was tied to a thicker thread. Thicker thread was tied to still thicker. And finally a rope was tied. And the rope finally reaches that person, ties there to something and slides down. So God gives such small supports, and here nature will be taking away one by one what you are holding on to. Unreal. It will be painful when God's, out of compassion and love, He takes away things from us which is so dear to us and makes our way clear for higher attainments. We struggle. Everyone's life, you see, totally he becomes despondent, just like Arjuna. How he weeps. We have to master ourselves, be master of ourselves. Children, we have to teach how to become master of yourself. How is the self-conquest you can achieve in life. Arjuna and Krishna in the same war field. One is master of situation, other is victim of situation. One is weeping, one is smiling. Hasanniva. So this is what the difference it makes. So in our spiritual life, we have to be completely with that wisdom which can convert all things into favorable condition, and then make us utilize every opportunity to evolve. Evolution is the main thing how to evolve. Whatever in the world, our life in the world is only to love and serve, not even to accept any or expect any love or anything from others. No, we have come to give, we have come to work out. We have to work out our reaching the goal of human life, and we have to go on giving. Whatever you have, give. Let your hand never be like this. Ask, you become so deena in this world. Lowly you become. The moment you stretch your hand, let it be whatever you have, little, yes, take and go. Little love you have, give. This is life. Life is in giving, in giving. Otherwise, it is death. If you want to receive anything from this world, because everything is temporal, ephemeral, with that what can you achieve? Where can you get peace? Whatever you get, one day or the other it will go away. Not far off. Whatever you hold, it will start giving you pain and suffering. Why hold on to that? We have duties to perform, do the duties, offer it to the divine, and then keep walking. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhritavigraham Vai Ishavataram Parameshamedhyam Tam Ramakrishnam Shirasa Namamaha.